Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Kalebh. Kalebh is an ancient Hebrew name that first appears in the Old Testament's book of Exodus. Kalebh was a contemporary of Moses. The name comes from the Hebrew Kalebh, meaning, quite literally, dog-like, from kelebh, dog. Kalebh was one of two, Joshua being the other, who set out with Moses from Egypt and lived long enough to reach the Promised Land, Numbers 26:65. Both Joshua and Kalebh were one of the 12 spies sent by Moses on a reconnaissance mission to Canaan, the Promised Land. Only Joshua and Kalebh trusted God's covenant. The other 10 spies told Moses conquering Canaan would be impossible. So of course, God punished the doubtful and rewarded the faithful. For the Lord had said of them, "They shall die in the wilderness." Not one of them was left, except Kalebh the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. The meaning of Kalebh's name is probably in reference to his dog-like devotion to God. We can thank the Puritans for resurrecting this Hebrew Old Testament name after the Protestant Reformation in the 17th century. Today, the name is readily bestowed on both Jewish and Gentile babies with equal enthusiasm. In fact, we would go as far to say that Kalebh has become quite trendy. He does best in North America, Canada, and the United States, but Kalebh is also very fashionable in Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, and Australia. Personality of the boy named Kalebh. The number 5 personality loves the excitement of life and can easily adapt to all situations. As natural adventurers, these personalities thrive on the new and unexpected and prefer to be in constant motion. It makes them feel alive. They'll stir up some action if there's not enough around, and as inherent risk takers, they enjoy pushing the envelope. Naturally rebellious, the 5 personality has no fear and never resists change. Traveling and new experiences feed their souls. 5s are very social and attract friends with ease. People love to be around the 5 fun-loving and exciting energy. This is also a lucky number in numerology, like the 3s, so fortune seems to shine on them, helped along by their own optimism and good nature. 5s have a quick wit, a cerebral mind, and are generally very persuasive. Popularity of the boy named Kalebh. The name Kalebh dates back to the late 19th century in America, which is as far back as the US. Government has been tracking name data. We know, however, that Kalebh has existed in circulation long before that. As a Puritan revival name, Kalebh was likely brought to America in the 17th century. The Puritans were mainly responsible for bringing Old Testament Hebrew names to the Gentiles. They embraced names like Caleb, Ethan, Josiah, Elijah, Abigail, Priscilla, etc. Kalebh in particular did not sustain any significant popularity on the charts in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. In fact, the name basically took a hiatus from usage for almost 60 consecutive years, between 1910 and 1970. Suddenly in the 1970s everything started to change for this little puppy, when the name gained over 600 positions in that decade alone. By 1990, Kalebh was a top 100 favorite. Not content to stop there, the name kept climbing the charts with dog-like zeal. Today Kalebh is at his peak popularity, around number 30. He shadows the revival of other Puritan-inspired biblical names like Elijah, Ethan, Josiah, and Isaiah. There's a certain sweetness to the name Kalebh which likely adds to its appeal. Kalebh is clearly man's best friend. Quick facts on Kalebh. Gender, boy. Origin, Hebrew. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 33. Pronunciation, Kalebh. Simple meaning, dog-like. Characteristics of Kalebh. Adventurous, intellectual, progressive, freedom-loving, adaptable, easygoing, sensual. Cultural references to the baby name, Kalebh. Literary characters of the baby name Kalebh. Caleb, Cal, Trask is the twin brother of Aaron, in John Steinbeck's famous American novel East of Eden, 1952. They reflect the biblical story of Cain and Abel. Cal is the dark twin who is intensely jealous of his more likable brother, Aaron, yet he struggles to lead a good moral life. He learns of the Hebrew word timshal, meaning thou mayest, and accepts that he is neither compelled to strive for sainthood nor is he doomed to sin, overcoming his fear that his mother's evil had been passed down to him. He accepts he has the power to choose. In the end, he reveals to his brother Aaron that their mother is a prostitute, which results in Aaron's death. He flees to the army and dies in World War I. When Cal is asked about Aaron's whereabouts, he sneers, "Am I supposed to look after him? In other words, am I my brother's keeper?" Popular songs on Kalebh. A song by Joan Baez, Caleb Meyer. Famous people named Kalebh. Caleb Bradham, inventor of Pepsi Cola. Children of famous people named Kalebh. Octomom.